Hi, today we're going to talk about solving for slope-intercept form. So first, let's remember slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope or your rise over run, and b is your y-intercept. So that means that is the number that your graph crosses the y-axis. And if we have an equation in slope-intercept form, like y equals negative 2x plus 7, we know that the slope is negative 2, and we know that the y-intercept is 7. So then we can graph it. We can plot our point 7, and then our slope is negative 2, which is also negative 2 over 1. So from our 7, we would go down to the right one. So we could draw our graph. But what if we're given an equation that doesn't look like y equals mx plus b? So for example, what if I have something like 2y equals 8x minus 4? This is not slope-intercept form because y is not by itself. So what we have to do is we have to get y by itself. We have to solve for y. So I like to draw a wall around my equal sign. It just helps keep me organized. And I have to get y by itself. So this is just like solving an equation. I have 2 times y. The opposite of multiplying by 2 is divide by 2. If I divide by 2 on one side of my wall, I have to divide by 2 on the other side of the wall also. So divide by 2. And because I did the opposite, this is gone. Well, now I have y equals 8x minus 4 all divided by 2. But this is still not slope-intercept form. It's still not y equals mx plus b. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate this 2 so that both of these is getting divided by 2. Because that's what this is saying. It's saying that this gets divided by 2 and this gets divided by 2. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now we can just solve. 8 divided by 2 is 4 times x minus 4 divided by 2 is 2. So now we have slope-intercept form where 4 is our slope and negative 2 is our y-intercept. Let's go ahead and take a look at another example. What if we have something like 3y plus 4x equals 12? This is actually called standard form when you have the x and the y on the same side, but that still doesn't help us. We want slope-intercept form. We want this to be y equals mx plus b so that we can easily see our y-intercept and we can easily see our slope. Our goal is to get y by itself. We know that eventually we do have to get rid of this 3. But when we solve equations, we have to get rid of the other part first. So we have to get rid of this plus 4x. Now I want to get rid of the whole thing, which means I'm taking away a 4x. Take away is minus 4x. So really I just did the opposite operation. If this had started as minus 4x, I would do plus 4x. Okay, so I'm doing the opposite operation to get rid of it or take it away. And of course, if I do it on one side of the wall, I have to do it on the other side of the wall as well. Because I did the opposite, this is gone. And I have 3y equals, 12 minus 4x are not like terms. So I cannot do 12 minus 4 is 8. I'm not allowed to combine them. So I literally just have 12 minus 4x. I can't do anything else with that. Now it looks just like the one we just did on the last page. Divide by 3 on both sides of my wall. The 3 is gone, and y equals, same as before, I have to divide both parts by 3. So 12 divided by 3 is 4 minus, now 4 divided by 3. That's like 4 divided by 3, just like this with an x next to it. If I divide this, I'm going to get 1.3 repeating. But when we do slope-intercept form, we like to keep the thing that's next to the x as an improper fraction because the thing multiplied by x is our slope. So we like to be able to see our rise and our run. So now we're done. This is slope-intercept form. But then the question is, well, which one is the slope? The slope is always the thing multiplied by x. So in this case, this is our slope. It's a negative 4/3. And this is our y-intercept, which means the graph crosses the y-axis at 4. So that is solving for slope-intercept form.